Alright. I do believe that it's about time that we get started. Welcome to the stream if you are here. If you are not here, you are still welcome. I apologize for being late. I had a bunch of stuff to take care of. It's like I'm preparing for like a very long weekend, and it's making my days very long as well in the lead up. But it's okay because it's Wednesday, and we're playing some more Disco Elysium. And I've got like only 2 more things that I can even try before I just have to accept my top roots and become a super racist. So we're gonna start with, you know, holidays, but then like in game we're gonna start with trying to see if we can do anything at all to not become a super racist. I hope. Like I'm running out of options here. The game is not really working in my favor. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I just honestly fail in every other aspect too, and then it just takes pity on me and opens the gate. Man, maybe I'll just be a shit racist too. I don't know. This game is hard to understand, and it's always kicking me down. Ugh. Yeah, they changed the website for holidays calendar. Shit. My apologies. So, they did make some changes to where I would usually see my holidays. So, it's a little wonky, but we do have a couple. First of all, today is National Lemon Chiffon Cake. Chiffon, Chiffon, chiffon. Yeah, chiffon. But it is also National Mom and Pop Business Owners Day. You should always support small businesses. Always. If you can support local, you can support small. I know it can be a little bit pricier at times, but like it's a struggle every day for some of these businesses, and every little bit counts. But when it comes to Disco Elysium, the 2 things I have to try. First of all, I know I shouldn't say I know for a fact. I know with a high degree of certainty that this right here will lead up onto the roof. Like, there's a roof access right there. I see it. And I need it on that roof.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing
Now, that said,
Eternite.
This is a white check, meaning that if I put a point into perception sight, I can reopen it. Problem, though, is that I do not think that I have enough for... Yeah, I don't have enough skill points to level up perception. So let me actually see what my where do I see my white checks? That's what I need to see right now is my white check. So I can see what my white checks are. I might be able to go and just look into those again. Okay, map. Here's my white checks. So So I got a lot of things here. There's two on the mirror. Pile of Eternite, that's this one. The Hanged Man, that's Inland Empire. Honestly, these ones are fucking crazy. The perception sight, like, I should not have failed that. But since I did, I have to work around it. I don't think I'd be able. I can maybe ask Kuno about it, but I didn't see any options regarding it. Um, I'm wondering if I would be able to get any more smelling salts at all.
It's raining again.
Young woman looks up at the overladen
It was
sky.
clear just an hour ago.
Investigated the body. Shouldn't be long till we get it down.
Oh, okay. Thanks for keeping me in the know, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for the experience. Okay. Do you have any smelling salt at all?
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Does Shrita have a warehouse in the back? Oh, in the back of the rolling in
A
rags?
warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what for it does.
This is important.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. For it doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Turns back to her magazine without waiting for you to respond. Yeah, you're not gonna give me any more information, I see. See, what all do you have?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste.
No, those aren't gonna do me any
You
good.
see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles.
Raincoat.
A colorful display of
Cigarettes.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Good. And they don't have any of those smelling salt things there. I don't know of any other shop either. Well, unfortunately, since I can't do that, I have another option, which is to try to hit him. Very low chance.
How can
But-
I help you?
If I try to strike at him, I don't know, maybe he'll fucking kill me. Put me out of my misery.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Fuck you.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
I rolled 2 5s. I actually got close.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
But fuck
Your
you.
fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
Yeah, I can't take another damage. Fuck it. Fuck you.
Your hand twists in his grip, and the pain blinds you. Still, you press the words out of your swollen mouth.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
I don't know, it'll get us through this fucking gate, Kim.
I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook.
See, how else are we gonna get through the gates?
There must be some other way. Let's go see the yard again. It faces the other end of the harbor. We're done with Measurehead here. Let's think of something else.
How the hell am I gonna be able to redo white checks?
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work.
I need you to be my champion against Jean-Luc up there.
No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker.
Sure. What kind of chances does that give me against Measurehead? Probably really bad chances still, so...
Your race descent has only worsened.
Yeah, no, 13% chance still ain't great. And I'm out of healing items.
A lorry stuck in the traffic. The windows are clear.
Yeah, no. Ain't nothing in there. I doubt that she'll give me any more information.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune...
Nope. Damn it, I don't really have other options. Like, is there anything else I can follow up on? Maybe get some experience? Kuno lied to me. Okay, I can talk to Kuno. He lied to me, so I might be able to get some experience from talking to him again.
Fuck does Kuno care?
He doesn't care. Talk to Mignana about the armor.
So?
He raises his eyebrows, projecting aggressive indifference. Told me you promised to sick the pigs on him. Said to thank you. Wasn't too keen on chasing down that armor anyway. He said you are now the king of the entire Jamrock. Said to thank you.
Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
You look slightly confused.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig, Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Whatever, kid.
What is this? Trying to be cool with your new asshole? Kuno was just being nice to you. You got fucked bad. Now limp the fuck out of here. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Yeah, no, there's no fucking way that I, gonna be able to empathize with him.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
The ladder. Ever climb it? Point to the ladder on the tree.
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So you would say that the ladder is unclimbable.
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't
I'm not gonna make him climb it. Shut the fuck up, Kunos. What's in the greenhouse over there?
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
You mean the young woman by whirling in rags? That gardener?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
He looks you in the eye and nods as if agreeing with himself.
Yeah, her.
Yep, definitely.
What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March?
Drugs.
Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden beds.
I should ask her about that, you're right.
Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
You know, there's a stack of Eternite back there.
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind, lazy dinks.
There it is. That strange feeling again. As if there was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material.
There definitely was. So you say, but I saw. It's the veil, or you can't hide it. I see without vision with my inner eye. Yes, some shit gimps left behind. Were those gimps suddenly raise your eyes left-handed? What? Don't I have a single normal thing to say? No, I don't have a single normal thing to say. Can't hide it.
Inner eye! Fuck are you talking about? Ask me a normal question, pig.
They're trying to make you feel stupid, Kuno.
You glance again at the roofing material in front of the shack. Yes, you should go back there.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't...
Oh, can I redo the white check then?
An inconspicuous pile
I can!
of the roofing
Okay.
material, Eternite. Because there's a
Finally!
secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Yes! I don't have to be racist! I did it, hun! I don't have to be racist! Yay!
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Silver plate with traces of bone, yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However...
Points to the ladder in the corner.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
That would be very useful, yes. Get out of the way or get fucked. Poster says. Also, it just looks like it says fuck. Ah, thank God. Empty tune of magnesium supplement. Magnesium supplement you rub on your chest to live a happy magnesium-rich life. Cured pig's head, mummified. Well, hey, I can get to the harbor from here. Thank fuck. Trace pillars keep the ruins together. Doorway is going to collapse soon. Hopefully it doesn't collapse while I'm walking through. That'd be a little embarrassing, wouldn't it? Got postcard. I'll take it. Also, money. I'll take money. Nose fed. Yeah, I need that. Money. Money.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Lieutenant, point to the flapping cloak. Someone left his cloak behind.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
He judges the drop. Oh, thanks, Kim.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
I'll look around.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Yeah, shit, I'm gonna call that out.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here.
Looks at the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind. You really think this cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Jump?
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it,
Looks over the ledge at the cold pavement below.
well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
I was under the assumption we could ask the leader of this union to help us get this body down. This is why we're here, right?
He doesn't wait for you to answer.
Or it could be that we are just exploring.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that right now. But I need to find a way down. Like to actually get back into the harbor. So unfortunately, while it's nice that I'm up here and all, shit. Alright.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No
Yep.
one has claimed it
Let's
for
do
their
it.
own.
I'm gonna fucking fail, but I have to get down. I'm just gonna take the damage.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
Holy wow, that's high. Doesn't seem dangerous. The lieutenant must... Must, and it must be crazy to suggest that. This is certain death. Vertigo almost pushes you over the edge.
You could have died there. Shit, 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 shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
Hey, what happened?
Sounds genuinely worried. I'm alright, Kim. I just can't do it right
I
now.
understand. We can always come back when you are feeling better. It's just a cloak after all.
Fortunately for me, I can't do that right now. Here, let me actually see something. So, what kind of check is that?
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own.
Saber Fair. That's Motorix. Okay, so my shoes and my pants are making it difficult. So if I'm gonna try that again, I want to take off my pants, take off my shoes, and I need to put a point into it. Ugh, fuck. Yeah, that's okay. I have other things I can actually investigate right now. But I made progress, damn it. I'm happy that I made some progress. I made it onto this fucking roof. Ugh. Almost gonna ask Kuno about that.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Kuno, I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I phase shifted through the roofing material.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
Wanna bet?
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
Says to himself, then turns to
How
you.
did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
What's with the tube of magnesiolum?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was.
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a battle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
Oh, I know all about magnesium. I rock it all the
You're
time.
not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Looks at you, eyes bulging.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Is that my code up there? I'm pretty sure it's mine.
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that.
After all, what?
Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secrets. Kuno's not snitching.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it. Yet, that conclusively explains how the coat got up there.
Could I get into the harbor from the roof?
Course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just got a fly pig.
I tried that. It didn't go so well.
Kuno knows. Kuno and C saw you shit yourself. It's okay, pig. Not everyone can face the fear Kuno style.
I was with a pig head.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Hmm. Cool pig head. I liked it. I got one too. This one. Point to your head. It's shit.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Well played. No one saw that coming.
Thank you, conceptualization. At least somebody understands.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Of course, Kuno doesn't fucking care. He never
Hear
cares.
that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched.
So there's a lack of magnesium in me?
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
So I need to mag it sideways.
Maggot sideways? What are you talking about? You need to maggot up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already, and the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium.
No, I need to stop thinking about this. Fuck that thought. I'm not gonna become a druggie. Not right now. Maybe later. Hey, you. Tell me about
It's
your,
raining again. It was clear just an hour ago.
greenhouse then. What exactly have you been doing in your greenhouse in March?
Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
Smiles shyly.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
Visual calculus. Squint your eyes and look at her intently.
All you can see
Shit.
is the fact that her skin is a different
No!
color from yours. That's
No!
literally all.
No!
You're gonna
Bad!
have to run with that.
Bad!
What does that mean?
We should proceed with our business in Martinez.
Incorrect. Get boots off of the victim's feet. Find any information you can on the gun. Find a way into the secret passage. Made the call reporting the crime. Keep searching for the caller. Despite lacking any obvious leads, might take some time. Because victim's tattoo, asking around about tattoo's possible meaning. There's something I want to tell you. You just have to present her with your badge to hear it. Track down my badge, which might be in my jacket pocket. Pay for the damages. The jam mystery. Interrogate the drivers about the smuggling. Body down.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
Spare some change for a working stiff.
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
They
The
who?
bosses, man.
I don't know who these bosses think they are, but that sounds like a good arrangement for them.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had, say, 4 myself.
Yep. You're a chill guy, Tommy. I would appreciate you.
Looking for something on?
Not a single one of these fuckers is gonna give me any information. Still so far away from getting a skill point. Damn it. Can't really kill time right now. Not much else for me to investigate currently. Which is a shame. Go to the bookstore. Kind of look around in here.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere.
Doorkeep, tell me about the Muscle Man.
Oh, Man from Hyundai. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Why are they so popular?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Doesn't sound like something I'd be interested in.
Sensible. However, I still urge you to buy one. Can't judge a book by the cover, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hyundalaman, the man from Hyundal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Oh, okay.
Rows and rows of Hyundalamen blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyundal and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyundal, Return to Hyundal. And the solipsistic Man from Hyundal and the Hyundal Man.
God, how many are there?
Maybe 100. Man from Hyundal and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Hyundal and the false god. Man from Hyundal and the scorched earth. Man
God, he's
from
been everywhere.
Hyundal, the Hyundal colonies. Man from Hyundal and the swamp beast. Man from Hyundal and the snow crabs.
Is that all?
Not even close.
Oh, God.
Man from Hyundal in hell. Man from Hyundal and the forest of slaves. Man from Hyundal under the lake. Man from Hyundal, Hyundal burning. There's even The Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Hyundalaman, and so much more.
Jesus. That is a lot of books. Old sports magazine. What's here?
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Wonderful board
Tell me about
games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure. Or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Graubritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Yeah, I don't think that any woman would want to be with
Who
me.
are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Do I have friends? Look at the lieutenant.
Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
Look at me. Who'd want to have children with me?
Don't be so hard on yourself, sir. You just need to clean up a bit. And technically, friends are a bit like family.
Fiddles her pendant.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of money, unfortunately. Honestly, I don't have money for any of this shit.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
I saw a statue of Felipe III near the roundabout.
Ah, yes. King Philip III, on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
Was that about cocaine?
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler?
He asks, obviously annoying.
That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine. For clarity of vision. To aid in their work. Regnum cocainum. Revachol's finest years.
Seems to grow taller, brimming with pride about the past.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court medic administered a dose to his mother when she was in labor, and it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
Higher realms? Of course. It all makes sense.
No, it doesn't in the
He's
Empire.
just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
Like irresponsible behavior for a monarch. Drug users shouldn't even operate heavy machinery, much less rule countries.
From what I've seen of the officers of the Elysium... But I don't want to get into a debate about drug policies.
Why should a true king rule?
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
A leader should take care of his people before himself. A powerful leader is not afraid to do what must be done. That's what this country needs.
A nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try to...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
There's some weariness in his voice now. He's heard this rant many times
The
before.
carabinier doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
Right.
He should be playing in the crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Have anything to do with all the bullet holes I've been seeing around?
Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Who are the communards again? No. But did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
He had squeezing a bull in his fist.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Suicide sex cult propaganda?
It was probably
a lot of words.
A bit more complicated than that.
Probably. I show them here in Martinez.
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
Beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Points to the northeast. Deathblow sounds grim.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
That why everything is so bombed out? That explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There's a strange gleam in his eyes.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well,
not a very
it's
big
a
fan of the
hometown
Union,
folk.
I suppose.
You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Oh god, I have to have an opinion. Shit. To be soft socialists paving the way for the hard-working class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess, and now they rule us. Shake your head in shame. This coalition seems quite capable, actually. Commies just don't understand how money works, or nothing. I don't think, I just do. I feel like this one is somewhat appealing to him. Yeah, foreign powers.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
What exactly is suzerain?
The Suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? They forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
I don't have anything for composure, do I? Action speed. Thing lowering my composure? No, that's actually increasing my composure. Still need 30 more, but fuck.
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. How may I head the citizens' militia on this fine day?
What are the rules of this game?
Oh, the goal is to throw you bull. As close to the cochonnet as you can. That's the cochonnet.
Points to a small wooden ball in the middle of the crater. Tell me about it.
First, you draw a circle about a half a meter in diameter. We made ours out of rope. Then, the order of play is determined by a coin toss. You win it. You get to throw the cochonnet. Then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible. They must stay in the circle and keep both feet planted.
Okay, sounds simple. Is there anything else you can tell me about it?
I could, but I'd rather not. I don't want to take up your time with trivial details, officer.
Appreciate it, Gaston. Thank you.
You'll put that knowledge to good use in 50 years. I'm sure of that, officer.
I don't like where this is going, officer. Don't you think we should do something else now?
Sure, we got a case to solve. Right? We totally have a case to solve. We're not just wasting time, right? While I'm gathering random bits of shit. No, that's exactly what's happening,
The
actually.
door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
I'm gonna swallow that emotion.
The door is closed.
It's not gonna work. There's nothing else up here. But I can, I guess, look around in here more. Investigate. Like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. Tim tries not to look at the broken down bathroom door.
The fan stands still. The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Well, that's nice.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Dig deep into your mind and locate the source of the expression. I'm gonna try.
It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Okay.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened.
Oh shit. The disco?
Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. Forever show. Your city. That meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
Ooh, okay. Feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it. Click, click. Anything else? Like, who am I? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion? So I adopted it. Why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because, unlike Guillaume le Million, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
How long was the new? How long ago was the new?
There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression, looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Anything else?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
Does it have anything to do with ostentatious or orchestration?
Not really. OO must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway.
Guess that's it then.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Alright, yeah, I could do that. Oh, actually, I can't right now, apparently.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
I'm sorry for this.
No problem, officer.
Well, he takes a step toward the door, like he'd like to leave. Yeah, I can understand that. Now, it's still gonna take me a while to actually internalize the other 2 things. Like, this has another hour and 3 minutes. This has 2 hours.
Yes?
I think you should know that I can't remember anything. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk to him about it.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I really don't remember anything. There was drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me? Now, I'm just gonna say I'm afraid this is a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
Talking serious, unbelievable damage here. Saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
No, I suppose not. But I can call the Lazarus at least.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Please connect me to Station 41's Lazarus.
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I was told to call the Lazarus. People are worried about me.
Oh, it's you.
I've lost my memory, all of it.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
Not surprised. Okay then. Anything else?
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
There anything you can do for me?
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
Yes, I want the truth.
You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime. And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson.
It's not fucking cryoacrylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Cyanoacrylate is superglue.
I guess that's it for now.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57's over and out.
Thank you, Alice.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers. A metallic drawer slides out from
a
under
toolbox.
the seat
You got anything?
and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Let's see. Got a pry bar and chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts.
Got the pry bar.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
And the
It's
flashlight.
robust, weatherproof, and well made. Police issue. Blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Alright. Those tools should actually be very helpful. So I got a level up. I got some tools. I think I might be able to use these tools on that door. See what I got. Equip these locked containers in the world. Open locked containers.
You see a heavy steel.
Look at that in a second.
You see a heavy... The door does not budge. The old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. It leads to a side build.
Yeah.
You see a...
Nah, it's not gonna let me try to open up the door with him. Oh well. That's fine though. I got a level up. And I have a way to go over the roof. Alright, I can try it again. Okay. So, take those off. Take off my pants. They're slowing me down. Put a point into... It's not gonna let me try it again right now, right?
A tarpaulin cloak.
Okay, I had to put a skill point into it. Okay, so... Hey, fair. 42%. Fuck,
A
still
tarpaulin
low.
cloak is still caught on the
Right.
railing.
Hey, okay, it worked. Hell yeah.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Close your eyes, let your senses take in the world around you.
Ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below.
Continue the voyage.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive. Alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
That's some fucking progress! Woo! That patrol cloak is a little bit better than what I had before. What's in here? Radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Every worker equals member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. And at the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. Someone left the coffee machine on. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. Ugh.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Nice.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
See what we can find.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol, Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting at all?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Nah, I'm gonna still force myself to look through them. 58% chance, baby.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Look at it.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out and the note itself is crumpled.
Kim, a to-do note with a list of errands for Everett.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list.
Yeah, that actually does.
Remember, Leo, all items on the list, the drawer slides shut smoothly.
Anything else? Oh, I can check in here. Maybe I can get some, more medicine. Ah, yes! Like, more magnesium. Finally. Oh, shit! I can get some fucking neat office shades. Hell yes. Give me. Glasses? Yes. Look at those damn things. Less drama, more visual calculus. Sounds good to me. Door is locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. If you had no choice but to talk to the union leader. Yeah, that just collects rainwater. Gonna hold a bag. Gonna pick up some of these damn bottles. Fancy ass shit. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red. Potent Pilsner. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts.
Numerous empty wine bottles glisten in the rain. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Me?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
Really sad. I must have been miserable.
Yes, this scene isn't exactly ripping with joy. Let's just move on.
I have to pick each of these up one by one. Well, hey, at least I'm cleaning up my mess. A little bit of credit.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
This is where René works.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that picture of René?
I'm gonna ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure, as long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
Now, I understand where you're coming from, Kim, but why don't you chill out just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. For me. Please. All around you, great machine. White pine trees are printed on onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. A composite eye of halogen lights watches you, emitting a low buzz.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh. On. Arrête. Off.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that for now. I'm not gonna play with their machinery. See faded industrial lettering on the platform. Evolsund. Nice nose of fed. More money. Yeah, this harbor's really paying off already. Shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Might be because of the strike. The speaker tower is silent. There is no work to organize in the yard below. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. It smells like blood. Fallen Ultra Series gloves. I like them. Industrial sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. That is a big ass thermos, that's for damn sure. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow, white waves on red. I said the name. What? What name? I didn't say no name.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Muindi.
The name of the city? Yeah. Sorry, I'm just happy that I've made some fucking progress at this point. Like, it's taken me way too long to get the body down, and I still haven't gotten the body down, but at least I got access to the harbor.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
The tiny man is so engaged in his work, he doesn't notice you.
Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
It's been a quiet day today, so I've been a bit just like focused.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
No, I'm not a scab. What is it with you people in
I
scabs?
mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't even seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am, yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Waves of the containers towering behind him. What's going on here? Oh, look at the mountains of containers rising behind him.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
Looks like a massive redecorating operation. Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers? I'm gonna say it's massive redecorating.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers?
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
I mean, you probably would. Thanks, Leo. You've been very helpful.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Where is everyone? The harbor is empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
Leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
Pauses to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
Stops, but seems eager to tell you more. Trouble did this, Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
Smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
But what did they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Yeah, sure.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
He looks to you for assistance.
Look at him. It's not gonna be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow.
You rowdy? Leo, what kind of fight did they get into? Did they kill a mercenary?
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days.
Yeah, I've met people like that.
Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who, no, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there with your questions.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. Oh, that had a breakthrough, actually. Probably after I'm done with this conversation, it'll be a breakthrough.
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town. And Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
A lady? Oh, God.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
Lieutenant looks up at Leo.
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Thought you were wait, what? I thought you weren't working. Yeah, who's this Miss? Who's this Miss Buford you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Oh, poor Leo.
Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows
Okay,
about
you're getting
such
off
things.
track again,
Been
Leo.
a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
Sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes.
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Buford. Interesting.
Think you're doing a great job around here, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
The lieutenant smiles at the little man.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was that about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Wait, are they drugging the borscht? What do you mean by taking the soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Hold up, who makes it at the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Something is off about this borscht. I'm going to look into it. Damn right I'm going to look into it. It sounds drugged.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
What's in that container over there? Point at the container suspended from the crane.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Looking for the leader of the dock workers union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then?
Yes.
He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
He coughs and continues immediately.
Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man.
Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
He points to the two joint containers on your right.
Bye-bye now.
Thank you.
Lonesome, long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then, past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Nice, nice. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 psi. Okay. Nice. So these are still locked down currently. So apparently he's in here. Weird ass office that you got here. Coffee in the giant thermos. Still. Is that a singing fish? The taxidermy fish that tells time. Damn it, it's a clockfish. Hello, Senator Armstrong.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up
That
from his
face!
work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
What is up with that face? Oh, that's great. That is art. That is art right there. 100%. This man runs the company.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
I'm over here calling him Senator Armstrong, and then I just get a picture of he. Jesus.
With a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr.
Oh, that's
Saragi.
not
It's
the
good of
voice
you
I was
two to
expecting.
stop by. Please, have a seat.
He gestures to a tiny chair opposite to his giant desk. This is, that's a very nasally voice.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
I understand completely.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Lieutenant nods to you. Well, nods at you. Then the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
Fine, I'll take a seat. God, is this seat gonna try to kill me?
Excellent, Mr. Dubois.
Better
I can
not,
see
like,
that you're a reasonable
lower
man,
my morale.
and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Gives you a sly wink.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
I knew it! All I did was complain about the chair the whole time. It was funny.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
Points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically large.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Going to take it and say nothing.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No.
Don't say a word. They can't record you saying agreeing to take it. No, it's cool.
Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun.
He knows everything about it.
The
Okay.
world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
I can take a morale hit
When
right
he
now.
said, don't worry, he actually meant, be very worried.
I would appreciate any help you could provide.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Yeah. Can you help me with a body?
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Kim, hey, Kim?
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Okay, I've got a very low chance to not panic.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are going to shoot themselves with it.
No, I'm not about to cry. I'm going to try to stay cool.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
I have already compressed my shit. I'm fine.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water. I'm gonna sit upright.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough.
Yes.
We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Let's see. You help me get a ooh. You help me get a dead body down from a tree.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Also, I studied the footprints at the crime scene. Worker boots.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his fat lips and smiles. I'm glad that we can see eye to eye on this.
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
Picks up the handset of a radio phone to his right, then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science.
He hangs up and turns back to you.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates.
Oh, I've
He's
met
the
him.
big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you, like I'm helping you with the body.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good.
Sounds
Let's do that.
Sounds like we should.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors in my life.
And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the archliar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Ooh. Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
Puts his glasses back on. Bet you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Sure. Fine, I'll look into your fucking door.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry.
Yes?
Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
I'm told that the Union is involved in the local drug trade. You know anything about that?
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any Johnny Fat Guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly.
Yeah, he is very dramatic. No, I'm not. I'm gonna lie.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what?
He perks up.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want, and let's change the subject.
He's hiding his real reaction beneath courtesy.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
He's Team Harry.
Do we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Hold on. Could he really hold my gun hostage? I will not be blackmailed with this gun business. I don't care about my gun. Keep it. Does this mean if I do things for you, I will get my gun back? Now, can he hold a hostage?
Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Does this mean if I do things for you, I will get my gun back?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Sure.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Everett, I'm going to leave now, but we might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Oh. You gotta hand me a badge. I appreciate it. Thanks. I was wondering how I'm supposed to get out. Great. Wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
Here. You're
Yeah.
one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Fucking finger gun that he does. God, I hate that guy. I wish I had complained about the chair more.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. Marsh. On. Arrête. Off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Stabilize. Come on.
And, with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled. The rusty control panel grows warm to the touch, then grows cold. It is finished.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Thank you. Now I'm gonna go open up that container, which is supposedly empty. It means Whale Fjord in Arden.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
And I think there's something special about this container.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are 1 million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
Maybe there's contraband in there?
There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
I already talked to the Union. Open the door.
Attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Alright, it's mechanically locked. Damn it. Well, hey, at least I can get out of here. There's a lot of things I can do now. A lot of doors are open. Especially the door that leads back out of this place. Let's go. We got super racists to talk to, bodies to investigate. I can finally get it out of the goddamn tree. Hey, Measurehead, I talked to your fucking boss.
Your race descent has only worsened since.
Yeah. Everett told me to help you.
Really let yourself
Told you to help us get the body down from the tree.
So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior, then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
Sure.
So noble, Measurehead.
There's a but.
There's a but.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
Okay then.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
Do what I gotta do.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Why are you with Measurehead?
Look at him. His craniometric perfection. Are you cops or what?
Yeah, we're the law around here.
Cool. I like men with guns and power. I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Probably breaking the fucking branch.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Evrod's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Yes, I am an unbelievably corrupt cop. I am corrupt every opportunity I get. No, that's none of your fucking business, bitch boy.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
Hello again, Measurehead.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
There's been no side choosing. We did what we had to do to keep order.
And what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
Rigorous self-critique.
All right.
Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right. These are not flights of fancy. These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
Damn, that's a bit harsh on myself. Let's see. Okay. Learning cap and pain threshold raised to 6, but also red check failures will heal me. Okay, so now if I fail something, I still get something out of it. That's actually really good. I like that. That's good shit. Alright. Next up, Mignana. Hey. You can talk to the cook, right?
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
Was nice enough.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He notes solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Everett said you had a key to the door.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
Said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you.
He taps the side of his nose with a little wink.
I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I saw an opportunity and took it. I heard something about a weasel, and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. I'm not opening this door for myself. I'm opening it for all working men. Or I'm not really doing this for political reason. Sure. I'll go along with him. Yeah, no, it's fucking all working men, yep.
I knew this man was a commie. And it's a good thing you're doing too. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
His gaze wanders off into the distance.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task, this weasel person, when he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
Man takes a big sip from his flask.
He means he's not going to tell you, cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard. Who he is, and what they're fighting for. This is interesting.
Any idea who killed the hangman?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
Merc was hanged with a very specific type of cargo belt, one often used in heavy transport areas, for example, harbors.
What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
What does that even mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
You didn't kill him, of course,
I'm
right?
the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He's not lying about not doing it himself.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
Hey. Psst.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
No, I haven't said anything like that. What?
Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that will devour and masticate mankind.
Oh. No?
Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Wait, first, what's this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Wait, failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing.
I don't, that's a lot
every
on my
human
shoulders.
Alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
This is way too intense for just like communism.
Now get to work, comrade.
I don't think I have it in me to go against the entire fucking world for communism.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism then. Tell the working man it's over, unless anyone has objections. No objections. It's mathematically impossible to achieve a classless society. Everyone knows this. Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one? There's no one. Okay then, lie down and let the water carry you downstream.
Goodbye, communism, I guess. Alright. That was a really weird thought path. Actually, wait. I should try to talk to Measurehead again. Like, now that all that business is done, he might have something else to say about... I might be able to actually talk to him about the drug stuff.
You'll raise the sand.
Nope. He does not. He has absolutely nothing to say. And it's probably better that way. Need some money out of this.
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk.
Hey, 1.5 real. Ain't bad. Bad at all. Alright, I gotta turn in this comically large check. Holy shit, this place is packed.
Can I help you?
So about that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
Can I pay with this check? Show him the giant novelty check.
You must be joking, right? You come here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check?
Cafeteria manager stares at you baffled.
This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold, hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand. Every single cent.
You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it.
How much I owe
A
again?
lot. For the room and broken window?
Oh, shit.
100 real. Like what?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna come back with that. Don't you worry, buddy. I'm right on it. I'm on it.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Leo said you're friends with Manana. Is that true?
The mention of Manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again.
I suppose that's a yes. What's in that borscht that you're making there?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
No. Sorry, I don't understand
Just
you.
one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer with his brow arched.
Mercury rising.
Borscht need more vodka?
He looks at the soup, then at you. He picks up a bottle from the shelf.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Oh, damn. Oh, okay. So he's getting him drunk.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
No vodka.
The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak.
Don't need anything else.
You see,
That's done. Alright. What's next? Investigate the body. We need to investigate the body now that it's down on the ground. We can actually look at it, and especially at that bullet hole that totally wasn't put in it by me. Yeah, he totally just tore the fucking branch off.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
you need to act decisively. It's Kuno. Use Kuno words.
Hmm. If you want to shut it down, you need to act decisively. Fine. If I'm going to use Kuno words, let's do it.
Stop choking, Kuno! The faggot has got you in a chokehold!
Kuno's not fucking choking.
Grabs his throat like he's choking. Choked you out there. Serves you right for using reactionary shit.
Like fuck you did. Kuno's gonna keep saying kipped forever now. Kipped.
He only gets 2 kips out before he coughs.
Shit.
He
The fuck
stops.
do you want anyway? You got your fuck back down. Now let's talk normal shit.
Oh, now you want to have a normal conversation, huh?
Yes. Kuno wants a normal conversation. Ask normal shit, please. The fuck do you want with it?
I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about it?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Talk to Kuno about whatever the fuck I want.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright, time to investigate this body. Fuck you,
Corpse
Kuno.
lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's
Oh.
gently laid on one side.
It's down. Celebrate in a more reserved manner.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Field autopsy.
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The RCM's 4-phase murder scene processing manual.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up!
Don't we have something else for this? Like a doctor? Don't we have something or someone else to cut his shit open? No, yep, sounds right to me. Let's go.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
First, what exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Et puis descend, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
That was a lot of information that had nothing to do with field autopsy.
You must have me confused with the Copperpedia.
Who's the Copperpedia? I think I need to talk to him.
You, sir. You are the Copperpedia.
Shit. Alright, fine. I've forgotten what a field autopsy is.
It's a 3-part form to be filled out on the scene by the detectives responsible. One takes notes, the other dictates. The goal is to establish cause of death.
We need a scalpel?
A scalpel is not always required. I hope this is one of those cases. Latex gloves are, however.
Do you have another pair?
Unfortunately, no.
I have gardening gloves.
They are better than nothing. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes.
Okay, where should I take these notes?
In your paperwork, officer. Just fill out the field autopsy form.
Not gonna believe this. I think I've lost my paperwork.
Now they only have one paperwork, too.
Officer, what haven't you lost?
I still have my disco trousers.
Yes, barely. I can give you my paperwork. There's an autopsy form there. Several, actually, but only if it helps move things along.
I'm sorry I lost everything. No, it's my bad.
Yes, well.
It's okay to cry, Runkari.
Let's work off yours for now.
The autopsy form is near the end.
Yep, let's open the notebook.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
1 assistant.
That's you.
The first question, and already I don't know the answer. Shit.
Not an energetic start to an autopsy, I agree.
Pig's messed up. Kuno feels pity.
Just leave it empty, officer.
the corpse lies there, indifferent to your retrograde amnesia. The next box says
Coroner's case number
KK57-0803.0815.
Got it.
NA. Next.
Date of birth.
NA.
Age.
Roughly 50.
Dry 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
And right around 42.
He nods.
Race.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Mundi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish.
Gonna write it down.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Sex.
Fucky, fucky!
Little monster exclaims energetically.
Male.
Pigs can have sex.
Right, fucky, fucky. No, male.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of birth.
We're still going with March 4th. 51.
Write it down.
Males. 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
Not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over?
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dog walkers.
He places his hand on the dead man's chest, as if in preparation.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-Delorian burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbat puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed.
Oh, that... Oh, okay. That's... out of nowhere.
Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
Yeah, let's do the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
External examination. Summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
He turns the body onto its side to check the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
When am I gonna get them?
Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant has gone to sleep. I hope this has helped you, my liege.
Now I'm just gonna write it down. I don't need those boots.
The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design. Tattoos.
I'll write that. Stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
I'm gonna write it down. I'm not gonna touch the corpse's
Lividity
hair.
is consistent with
That'd be
hanging.
weird.
The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Nah, I'm just gonna write that down. I ain't gonna give Kuno the fucking high velocity. No, that's low velocity shit.
Ligature mark.
Lieutenant produces a small folding knife, with the other hand pulling on the belt. He starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Oh yeah, I have the chain cutters. I'm prepared.
The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
Good thing we got these chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now,
He points to the rope squeezing the dead man's
we
neck.
need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
I'm not your pig, Kuno.
You are? You're Kuno's pig?
No, I ain't. I'm gonna look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east.
Damn it. He's throwing me off.
You jam the cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better hold. Then...
Rotate them some more.
a really, really bad smell is coming from there now. And some kind of cracking sound.
Shit, I gotta cut some.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that buggery. Corpse fucking time.
Told you my pig was hardcore.
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
No, I'm gonna let you do it, Kim.
He sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts, with his elbow to his knee for precision. Snap! The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
Here.
He hands you the chain cutter's back, then kneels closer to the body, running his fingers along the dark red groove until he comes to a gap.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia...
Pulls down the man's underpants.
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Fucking unremarkable? Damn, that's harsh. The guy's dead. Put some respect on his fucking dick at least.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
His scarring is extensive, way more than law officials.
Mm-hmm. We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars. Last item, hands.
He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, then moves on to the other hand.
Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle. Ooh, That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
He turns turns to the side to breathe. It's not enough. He buries his face in the sleeve of his jacket. Internal examination.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
Nah.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is
Ain't no
coming
moral
from the
here.
mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system.
Back hunched as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Nah, I'm gonna just write it down.
Hepatobiliary. NA. Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there?
Reservoirs? No, but do they take obscure trivia and odd tidbits?
No.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground, pool of feces there.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly. Write it down, omit the voila.
What's next on the list?
Description of injuries, summary.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next.
Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
That might be the that's probably going to be the fatal injury on this.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
All right.
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy.
What
We were
else?
thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
What now?
Now we put him in a body bag and I drive him to Faubourg for processing.
The lieutenant looks at the dead man one more time, then at his notebook, then at the corpse again. You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Ooh. I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out who he is again.
The fish lips stay silent in response.
Damn it.
I told you, he is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build. I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
Okay, so you can sneak out of your room maybe, after he's gone asleep.
No, let's bag him and take him away.
Okay, I need a little help for carrying him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can take care of the rest.
There go those beautiful enamel boots. You will never own the full set now. May they rest in processing.
It's too late to take him into processing today. I'll take him first thing tomorrow.
Bag the corpse and drag it to the motor carriage. Let's go. Alright, so I actually need to invest a skill point in unlocking these. So I guess I'm gonna do that and internalize Gulame. All right. With that, I think we're good.
Yes?
Um. No, still can't get in there. I went to the secret passage. Ask him about the picture and open the apartment door for Everett. Ah. Still need to do those. I can't sleep yet. Assuming that Everard is still out here.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname. The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone. They look pretty ancient.
Where?
Nah, forget about it. I've already talked with them about this. Ancient fountain, it pumps water. Oh, I don't think I've talked to you before.
See a Cimarron street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Makes both hands into finger pistols and fires a few finger bullets into the air.
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout brewing.
Whip them out.
Don't shoot, officer! Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown?
Just a shakedown.
Good one, officer! Ha! You're a funny guy! Now what can I do for you?
Okay, I'm really here to shake you down for some answers to official police
Then
questions.
fire away, officer!
Where exactly are you from?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
You're from the Apricot Suzerain.
Apricot
right?
Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Sorry, no, I didn't mean to say it like that.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism. But the Apricot Suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left.
But yeah, isn't it only a shithole because of Revachol?
If you say so, officer. I don't worry too much about politics. I'm an entrepreneur, you know. Whatever's good for business is good for me.
Yeah, you mean like drugs? What's your stance on drugs here?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
Well, we're looking into a lorry driver who is transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
A blatant lie, sire.
Sure.
Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
But you are a lorryman. Now the driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
Yeah, he also sells apples that don't exist. So
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm...
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
So you were embarrassed to tell me?
No, I just forgot. It's such a small part of my life.
Sure.
It's in the rear view mirror
Sure,
now.
you
I'm
slip of the
climbing
mind.
out of that hole with ingenuity.
Yeah. So you're gonna stop squirming, right? And just tell me?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Yeah, what? Got some info? Are you just gonna try to sell out the fat racist again?
Crowd. You You know, the drug crowd?
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
Bu- 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 Wasn't some drug crowd. You know who they are. Tell me now.
Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please, don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
If you don't want to get into this mess, you have to give us a reason to move on. Ooh, I could threaten him with just like raising my voice, or I could try to appeal to him. Nah, 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 nah. I'm gonna raise my voice. I'm gonna Kuno this shit.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Dazed out, strange?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange. He's not ruling her out.
So who are these other drivers who talk?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Okay, fine.
All
We're cool
right.
now.
I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase.
Hey!
You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, since we're so cool, got some pocket change for me, buddy. I really need it. Like, really bad. Especially on account of, you know, this whole drug business.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
Hey, you seem like a really successful entrepreneur. Would you like to, support a member of the local police force?
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
After all this mess, the broken seals, lying to you, come on.
Think of it as, an investment.
An investment? What kind of investment?
A policeman, it's an investment in good relations with the RCM, an investment in your customer base. Gotta prime the pump, man. Damn it! Should I hold authority? Nah, yeah, fuck it. I need the money. I'm a policeman. Gotta keep your friends close and your enemies closer, right?
I hear you, officer. What kind of a sum are we talking about here?
Just spot me 5.
What? Only a $5? You can't even buy a pack of Royal Extras with that. Let's make this one stick, my friend.
Oh, okay, fine. Fine then. Go with the 10.
Sounds like a fair deal all around.
Corruption.
It's just like bus or seagull. A kid watching out of a window describing things going by. He doesn't like it too much, but what do you do?
Sorry, Kim, I need the money. I know, it's pretty shitty of me.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for
We should
damages
take care
yet.
of that, then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
I'm sure we will. Sewer gate. Gateway to the river of the filth. Yeah, I think that the guys left. Yep, they did. Alright, fine. Probably call it a day and then, call it a day, as it were. Hey, buddy.
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it?
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Kim is about to say something. I'm just gonna let him talk.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
I mean, I still have my key.
Good luck trying to use it.
Taps his foot against a metal box installed in the back of the counter.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
Isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Alright, congratulations! I get to break into my own room. But not with these. And I want to get into my room before I end today.
Inside, you see a set of
Ending
steering
on a fresh
levers,
start, you
a
know.
radio microphone.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
Oh, man.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
I appreciate the help.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
I'll take the fingerless close. Pawn shop. Alright.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Oh, that's quite the collection. I might have something to add to it.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you.
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe.
Something I'd like to
Yes,
sell.
we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash.
Of course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you. Here's the 100 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The
I'll
rest
pay you
is
back
for him
eventually, I swear.
to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners.
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Anything else you're thinking of selling?
No. I'm just gonna hold on to this stuff for right now. I can cash that check.
Another time, perhaps.
Yeah, let's just go back to the cafeteria manager and pay him off and call it good. Honestly, I'm just happy with the progress that we made today. We really made a breakthrough on just general progression after spinning our wheels for so long.
Can I help you?
Oh shit, you got your power supply? Nice.
Yes. Have you got it? Well,
I'm gonna apologize for the trouble. Like I'm trying to turn over a new leaf.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Nope, that's it. Thank you. Appreciate you. Mean it. Truly. What do I want to... I think I might hold on to the skill point until I need it.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Let's do it. Honestly, hard day's work.
The air
I think it's
outside
great.
is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCN. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
He lights a cigarette. How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up. Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal, but we did manage to get him down from the tree. So as they say, all's well that ends well.
by not ideal, he means he can't believe he let you try that trick and would be angry if he didn't feel the outcome was partly his responsibility.
I just wanted to make sure he was really dead. I admit, I'm a little out of practice.
Being sober also tends to help with precision. Anyway, we performed the field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with.
Man, Kim's got that shade.
I still feel like we missed something, but maybe the boys in processing will surprise us. We still have work to do at the crime scene. Now, as for interviews, my list of people to talk to here in Martinez, I mean.
Takes a deep drag and looks at the city. That's my forte. Unlike most cops, I understand how important communication is in our line of work. The initial interviews, yes. Well, we talked to some people. Wish we didn't have to do any more interviews. People are treacherous.
Including Everard Clare, a daunting adversary, if there ever was one. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
Unfortunately.
He's not saying much on the matter, because he thinks you could have gotten more out of Everard.
Sure, I can get him to tell us more.
We tried to interview the White Bank's rep, but she asked us to do something for her first. Fine, so be it.
Yep, and we took care of it.
I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really must be important.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
Gonna hop off for now and get your stuff settled. Nah, you shouldn't be missing anything too important. Like I said, I'm gonna... After it moves over to the next day, I'm probably just gonna save it and close it out for the night myself. Thank you for being here, Rise. I appreciate it. Also, he's commenting on how much running I did. I don't like to waste time, you know. My mind moves fast. The rest has to try to keep up. I'm training for a long-distance run. I want to raise money for charity. Yeah, that's just how we roll in Precinct 41. I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant. Yeah.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age, and in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. What are our powers exactly? The RCM.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Rebachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
$1,000? Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Rebachol.
Would that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Hey, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Wait, how can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
See, and if someone resists?
We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty... Have you ever killed someone, Kim? Have I killed anyone? What happens to the people we convict? Have you ever killed anyone?
Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
He has internalized it well. It's just that. A fact. A self-contained past event.
Have I killed anyone?
That's an improbability. Perhaps even impossibility.
I don't know if I really want to know.
Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of police violence.
Wait, if I kill someone while on duty...
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
Perhaps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. And who makes all these rules?
The coalition government and the moral intern, more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
Gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
It was a coalition government.
It's probably more honest, yes. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Or if they think you do.
Moral intern, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here.
Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
And who was Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
Well, I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
The lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls on his cigarette, slim white thing in his fingers. Things are bad out there, points to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. They're stooges on the world's biggest bourgeoisie organization, protecting bourgeoisie rights. I think that's bourgeoisie. I don't know. Mutter silently. Immigrants, liberal kipped fucking men are turning into women. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. Forget about it. No, things are bad out there.
In fact, we would need them even if you didn't think that way. We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Yeah, vigilantes sound bad.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
Looks at the roundabout. Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. See you in the morning.
bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours.
Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
I left.
Oh no, Funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me.
Now, I'm changed. I'm gonna be a changed
You
man.
failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I can come back from them.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
Trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
Wait, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Ugh. Another sleepless night for Harry.
Good going, buddy.
Is that how it's going to be now when I close my eyes?
Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on with
You
me?
mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
No, I can't take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead. I'm a changed man. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. I'm not going looking for speed.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
God. It's all just a fucking mess. Can at least clean up these bottles in here. Some of them.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Facing. Anything that's stopping me from facing at all? No.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
I try.
The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
That's fair. Yeah. Well, that's it. At least for now. God, at least So at least I made some progress, some really good progress. I feel like I'm gonna probably hit another wall, but I feel like I'm at least over the initial hump. I have access to various areas. I can talk to a lot of different people. I've gotten a lot of leads. Got the ball rolling. Gonna work out. It's all gonna be okay. But at least for tonight, I'm done. Actually went a bit long because I wanted to reach a good stopping point. Still here, thank you for being here. Hope you have a wonderful night.